Got him. I think I mean animals are like humans in the case that they respond to kindness. So again, like the person that they're yelling and stuff, like doesn't strike the animal's kindness. And of course, like the bird would be on edge because, like, I mean, yelling people aren't pleasant. So I mean basically all I'm saying is like it just makes sense. Like you're telling me your story and I'm reading it like yep that checks out. Like, it's not like, yeah, I'd open my mouth and, like, the bird would crawl into my mouth and then, like, start flapping the wings or whatever. It's like, well, that seems a bit unusual. Why would a bird willingly crawl into someone's mouth? Though, like, pets do some weird things. Like, don't even get me started. Like, they, let me see. My dogs would pee and walk at the same time, which was a little unusual. That was a weird quirk of theirs. Like... And I think that every pet has their own quirks. Like, I have a friend who has a cat who drinks out of the toilet. And it's just like, that's... What? I don't know. I thought that was a little bit weird. That doesn't seem normal to me, but... What do I know? But that's just like people, though. Everyone, like, including myself, we have, like, these little weird quirks that we do that people might be like, that's unusual. But, I mean, I think that's part of what gives us character. You're like children, if you hype them up, they'll get excited. If you reach them, they're like, yeah, no, that's entirely true. I mean... Like, I don't think... I mean, I basically see humans as, like, another animal. Like, I think the only thing that distinguishes us from animals is that we have a higher thought capacity. So we have greater capacity for, like, malice and kindness. But other than that, like, we're very similar. Like, you know, we respond well to kindness. We don't respond well to, like, cynicism and anger and stuff. And, you know, we just like to be treated well. Like, I think same thing for animals, too. Like, dogs and cats and birds like to be treated well. And then if you do, I think they're happier. And then if they haven't been treated well, then, like, I think that's why you have, like, the grumpy cats, dogs, or birds. And, like, same thing with people. Like, I find that the people who are the most unpleasant probably had the hardest go of it in their life. So, and I think, like, same thing with, our dogs. Like, the one dog was she was a nice dog, but she was a bit grumpier because we didn't really know how to, like, raise a dog when we first had them. Whereas the puppy that we had afterwards, once we were a little bit wiser dog owners, we were able to treat her with, like, more love and kindness. So she's a very, very happy dog. Though I think that partly depends on the temperament and the breed. Well, so they have an interest range on how you should approach them the first time, like showing no teeth. Oh, and that, I guess that's the other thing too, I guess, about pets. Yeah, see, you're saying, like, for birds, like, this is how you approach a bird, like, you know, don't show teeth or, like, have your arms behind the back. I don't know any of that, so I'd, like, come up to the bird and I'd just be like, blah! And it's just like, well, of course the bird's not going to like that. Like, even though I might be friendly, I'm doing all the wrong things. And same thing with a dog, like, well, you know, were those mines? Oh, that may be a problem. Yeah, it's like birds, like, I don't know how to do, like, handle birds, but like dogs, like, I know, like, you don't look at dogs straight in the eye, like, they see that as a challenge. But, like, again, I know that because I've had dogs for a while. Or it's like those people who's like, oh, I wish I knew what the dog was saying. It's like, well, I know what the dog is saying because, like, you can just read their body language, like their tails especially. Like, if you look at a dog's tail, like, that tells you everything you need to know. Like, you can find out if they're happy, they're sad, they're excited, just based on their tail movements. And I'm imagining, like, for you, like, you can look at a bird and you can tell me, oh, this is what the bird's thinking right now, just based on how the bird's acting. Whereas I can look at a bird and have no idea what's going on. Like, I would just think to myself, I don't know how this bird feels. And, like, same thing for cats too. And that's it. Some cat went over to a friend's house and I was paying the cat, and the cat, like, flipped out at me. He's like, like, hissed at me. And I was confused, but the owner was like, yeah, the cat was telling you that she was having enough, but you just didn't really pay attention. And because I didn't know the tells. And I think that just, you know, overall it just makes sense. People get more familiar with something and then they understand it better. Like, I guess same thing for me playing Fallout. The more I play Fallout, the better I understand it. Thanks, Raul. Yo, animals are beautiful. dude, I love animals. I'm a 100%. I love animals. Like, I don't have any pets right now, but it's always something I've been thinking about. But dude, having a dog, man, just having pets in general, dude, I love them. They're so nice. Like they're little animal companions. I mean, that's literally what they are. But they're pleasant. I love them. And yeah, animals are absolutely beautiful. Both like, literally and metaphorically. Hello, Dr. Henry. I have come for you.
I assume this is about something important. You're interrupting my research.
Yeah, boy. Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I just had to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only.
Yeah, I had to give up my dogs like.
So you'll need to
Let me
find a
see.
replacement. I haven't left
About 2 months ago. And
There
it's
was
sad.
one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them if you can get to them.
What are you working on? Acquire a new brain for Rex from the old lady Gibson dogs. Option search for an acceptable canine brain among Caesar's Legion. Among the Fiends. Okay, so this is where we're going to go to the Fiends area. Oh. Losing a pet is very hard to deal with. Like, even, like, for me, so... My dogs we had to give up for adoption, which... I mean, it was sad, but in the way, like, it wasn't that bad either, because, I was able to say goodbye to the dog, which was pretty important to me. So I got closure, but having a dog pass away is just, like, that's not a pleasant experience, because, like, they're your family, and then, well, it's watching a family member die. Like, you don't really want that to happen, so... And and that's why I understand for people, like, when they say, oh, I had, a pet, and, like, the pet passed away, but I don't want to get a new pet right away. That makes sense to me, because dealing with the loss, like, it hurts. Like, and that's just part of life. Like, we just have to, there's no way about, like, that's, like, I guess that's just, like, the one, like, ugly part about owning a pet, is that eventually that they do pass away. And they can leave a little bit of, like, a hole in your heart. But, I think looking at it from the perspective, like, yes, we can get pets. Or I don't want to get a pet because I know it'll die. Like, that is something that does happen. But, at the same time, though, like, even though I had to give up my dogs, I'm happy I had the 10 years with them. We want that. So, like, nothing lasts forever, but I think we can take enjoyment out of the things that we have had. Alright, so we're going to go back to Jacobstown, because we got the good brain. Oh, alright. Rex is unconscious. I don't know where the enemy is. Yeah, I'm gonna read your comment. Don't worry. I see it, but we're fighting. Oh, hello. Got him. Can we take your head? Yes. Psycho knife, hunting rifle. We probably need to sell some stuff very soon. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Jacobstown. Sad having one, because sometimes I don't like having other people talk. Always other people. But your dog, you always have your owners. That's why I had.
Got a problem. Could use your help.
Oh.
Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
Oh, dude, I understand you wanting to. You sure these mercenaries work for the NCR?
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone.
What do you want me to do?
You're human. You might be willing to listen to what you have to say.
Dude, when we had dogs, we treated them like royalty. Like, well, that's just it. Like, a dog's basically, like you said, like, dogs are like children, and you want to just, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
And you want to take as best care if you can with them. And yeah, like, for me, part of the reason why I haven't gotten a dog again, because I don't like the idea of having a dog in my apartment and then leaving it alone for like 9 hours, then coming back to it, because I don't think that's fair to the dog. Hello, sir.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
Go away or you have to deal with me and you wish you'll fighting super mutants instead.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Good riddance. And that's why I think too about like leaving dogs alone, I guess, is that's why we got 2 dogs, so that way if we had them in the backyard then it wasn't that big of a problem because the one dog had the other dog. Because dogs, like humans, and I think for many other animals, like we're all social creatures, so I think it's important to have like social interactions. You want any more troubles with those mercenaries?
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves that we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not going to get it from us.
Great. Why did something assume use here just like the NCR?
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story.
Alright, what makes the NCR a little bit too ambitious?
They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here.
Do it here too.
They keep rolling over people.
See, and I think Cat's a little bit more,
That's how revolution...
well, see, I guess that's what I want to ask about, is, like, are birds okay to be left alone? Because so I know a dog I wouldn't be comfortable leaving home alone for 8 hours, whereas a cat, I'd be okay with doing it. Whereas I would bet, like, are birds okay being left alone for? It's a bit easier for traveling from the coffee shops and such, but the dog was always scared of the car. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds, yeah, sorry to hear that about the dog. Weak heart.
Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got.
Yeah, take your time. I'm not doing anything. Anything else you can tell me about the NCR?
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part.
What do you know about Legion?
Kaisar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Kaisar, not Kaisar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it.
Yeah, I have to say who's Keen?
Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans. Prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around. Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback. That's like saying Kaisar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included.
Alright. And I think any other rules I need to know about.
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask.
Alright. See you later. So we're going